if he goes on to be as good as Matthijs de Ligt, then you've got an excellent player on your hands there. Yeah, it was impressive.
Liverpool took the 3 points in Amsterdam, but it was close until the end. Now in England, what kind of an impression did Ajax make yesterday, David?
Yeah, I think everyone sort of expected beforehand it was going to be a difficult game for Liverpool. Obviously, Ajax have got a great reputation, not just historically in terms of the football they play, but also recently in terms of how deep they've gone in the Champions League, and they've come up against English teams as well and impressed. So I don't think anyone was surprised really that it was a really sort of tricky game for Liverpool. And you know, Jurgen Klopp sort of said it after, didn't he? It was both sides would have liked to have played a little bit more football. It was probably difficult conditions, and obviously, you know, with the rain and obviously that didn't help the pitch, and obviously it was a tense game as well. So, you know, I think both sides would have liked to have played a little better, but it was still a high quality game, I thought, end to end, you know, loads of quality on show. So I think, you know, from the Ajax perspective, I think they showed what everyone in England already knew, which is that they're a very, very good football team.
Do you think Liverpool got away there yesterday, or did Ajax deserve more? Maybe a win?
Yeah. I think you know, Klopp again said in his post-match press conference that he knew there was an element of luck to the fact that Liverpool had ended up getting a clean sheet. I thought Liverpool, you know, themselves had a few chances, and I thought basically it was a fairly even game. I thought a draw probably would have been the fairest result, really. And, you know, especially with Ajax hitting the post through Klaassen, didn't they? And, you know, they created chances, having one cleared off the line as well. So I think there was, plenty of chances on both sides. I think a draw would have been a fairer result.
Which players stood out for you at the Ajax side?
Yeah, I thought Promes did really well considering he was thrown into the game so early. I thought, you know, it's not easy coming in from with an injury like that. You know, you're not expected to be thrown in that early if you're on the substitutes bench. I thought he was really lively. He was sort of unlucky with that chance he had quite early on where it sort of fell to him in front of Adrian. I thought Adrian did really well to spread himself and close the gap, but it was unfortunate that finish didn't go in for him, but he seemed dangerous. Obviously, Neres, we know a lot about in England. We've seen him over the last few years. You know, really impressive. And I was quite impressed by Klaassen, to be honest, which I think, you know, his reputation in England because of his time at Everton, where it was quite a disappointing spell, to be honest. We didn't really see the best of him over here. But I thought he impressed, and again, he was another one who was unlucky. That strike that hit the post was incredible. So. Loads of impressive performances against from Ajax, which you sort of expect. And I think what was good to see about that is that, you know, we're familiar with the fact that obviously Ajax have lost quite a lot of talent in recent years from that Champions League run they had. So to see quite a few new faces, but that same style of play, same amount of quality, I thought it was it just says everything about Ajax really, and that conveyor belt of talent that they got, and it's such a well-run club and so many smart people there, and you could see that they haven't missed a beat, even though they've lost so many players recently. It was so many impressive performances.
I even heard Michael Owen compare Schuurs, the centre back, yesterday to Matthijs de Ligt. What did you think about that one?
Yeah, he said, I think we got it spot on, but he said he not only looks like him, but he plays like him. I thought he was really impressive. If he goes on to be as good as Matthijs de Ligt, then you've got an excellent player on your hands there. It was impressive. All the way through the team, really. It was just, I think Ajax showed how much quality they've got. And to be pulling players like that from your academy is no bad thing. So, really, really impressed.
Well, which Ajax player could Liverpool use? Which one do you think? You can choose multiple.
That's interesting. It's a tough one. Well, maybe Scherp actually, just because they might a little bit short at centre half at the moment with Virgil van Dijk injured. Actually, I think there's not a lot of other weaknesses in that Liverpool squad, but they do need a centre half. So maybe the heir to Matthijs de Ligt is the one they should take on. Although I'm sure Ajax fans won't be happy with me saying that.
The next Matthijs de Ligt. Well, who knows? What do you expect from the return in Liverpool?
Yeah, I think Liverpool would like to think that would be a slightly more comfortable game for them. They tend to play better at Anfield, you know, as any side does, even without the fans. I think, you know, the home advantage isn't quite what it was, but I think, you know, Liverpool have have played well at Anfield since the restart without fans. So I do think familiarity with the pitch and your surroundings is quite handy. So I think that, you know, Liverpool would expect themselves to be slightly more comfortable against Ajax and sort of put them under a bit more pressure in the return leg. But, you know, equally, if Liverpool aren't 100% on it that day, you know, Ajax have got...
We all know, we all still remember the away games from Ajax against Real Madrid and Juventus, etc.
Yeah, exactly. If Liverpool aren't at the best that day, the Ajax have got the tools to absolutely tear teams apart. You know, that ability to soak up pressure and then break at pace, but not just with pace, but with the quality they've got and the wings. You know, we talked about a few of those players, and you know, the likes of Neres breaking at pace down the wing. It's very, very difficult to stop that. So, you know, I don't think Liverpool will be under any illusions that the home game would be an easy one. But I think they would obviously back themselves to take the 3 points. So, but again, it's you know, quite a few interesting fixtures in this group, and you know, a lot to look forward to still.
Can we get a small prediction?
Oh, I think I'd maybe say that Liverpool would win maybe 3-1. I think their quality would tell a little bit further down the line. I think they're still sort of working their way into the season a little bit. I think they have got the ability to beat a team like Ajax slightly more comfortably than they did last night. But yeah, Ajax to score, I think.
All right, I'm staying optimistic. I'm calling it 2-2. Maybe they'll need it, but that's something we can talk about eventually the next time after that one.
100%.